Mr. Vivek Lohia, the MD at Jupiter Wagons, is joining us to talk to us about just that. Vivek, hi, good to be speaking with you. I understand that you've bagged almost 1,000 crore order recently of the Wagons. Talk to us about what's the overall order book, is at right now. What's the pipeline? When does the execution start?
Yeah, good morning. So the order book is right now we have an order book of above 7,000 crores, which is roughly about 2 years of order book. We are continuing to focus on execution. That has been our critical focus. Currently, we are supplying close to about 1,000 wagons every month. And going forward, also we see a very strong demand coming forward. So we don't see any let up on in terms of the requirement for wagons. So the focus again is on building the infrastructure and the capacity.
So that's exactly my point. I want to understand more about that. Order book is not an issue, demand is not an issue, and the government is actually going in and putting out large tenders. I want to understand what kind of capacity utilization are you working on right now, and how are you adding capacity? Because it's about it is all coming down to capabilities of the players to capture as much as that incremental demand which is coming. So what's your run rate, right? Like, and are you aiming at increasing it?
So this year we plan to supply about close to 8 to 10,000 odd wagons, and in FY25 our target is to be at about 12,000 odd wagons. We are investing right now heavily in terms of not only the wagon capacity, but in terms of the backward integration in our foundry, as well as we are looking at the brake systems, the wheel sets in a big way. So over the next 2 years, I've mentioned also earlier, we are marked capex of close to about 1,000 crores. So I think that should put us in a very strong position in terms of execution. And if you look at our performance over the last 2 to 3 years, we have grown at more than 100% in terms of our execution capabilities. And the idea is to, try to continue this kind of growth rate going forward.
Vivek, that point is taken. You have been growing at 100%, but I'm sure that run rate can't be sustainable forever, right? You're right now doing a run rate also of 900 crores per quarter with a margin of close to 14%. What do you think this run rate could be, let's say, a year out? What's the expectation in terms of revenue for FY25 and the margins?
So again, we are not in the business of giving forward numbers, but as I've told you that currently, if you look at this, the 900 revenue, it's roughly about we are doing about 24 to 2,500 wagons every quarter. As I mentioned that going forward, we want to make it beyond 3,000 wagons. And besides that, also now we are entering into other sectors such as, in the braking business now, we have got a good order book from Indian Railways. We have started doing execution, so we expect additional revenues to come out of that. Then on the electric vehicle side, in April, we are launching our electric vehicle. So, the additional businesses now which we are entering there, we expect substantial revenues to come from those businesses also. And in the core business, definitely, as I mentioned, that over the next 2 to 3 quarters, you will see about a 20-25% increase in our capacity.
In capacity, seeing a lot of orders in other diversified business, but you talked about electric vehicles. Talk to me a bit more about that. What's the launch timeline looking at? What kind of sale figures or market figures you have in mind when you start off that business?
So we are looking to launch around April, May. We will be launching first. We are entering the commercial electric vehicle segment, where we'll be launching a 1-ton payload truck, which will be followed with various launches. Launches will go up to about 5-ton payload capacity of trucks. These are all four-wheeler trucks. We are looking at the last mile segment. As you are aware that India currently, if you look at the overall market, including IC engine, this is about 600,000 vehicle market annually. So we expect that in the next 1 or 2 years, at least 20 to 30% conversion will happen in this segment from IC engine to electric. And this is the market which we are focused on.
Okay, point taken. Thanks, Vivek, for making time and speaking with us. Appreciate you joining us on the show.